folks, what's going on? GP coming at you. So right behind me we have a yucca tree, yucca plant. You can eat these leaves right off the yucca tree. Never tried them before. They're actually pretty good. We can strip off a bunch of these, cook them as noodles, which I'm gonna do. So I have that part right there, cut it with the X. That X right there, I hand forged myself. I'm gonna cook this. I'm gonna cut that up. I'm gonna try and cook some cacti yucca plants. I got most of this stuff off YouTube, so we're just gonna give it a shot and see what happens. All right, there we are burning the needles off of the cacti. That's what some look like after just put them in there for a minute or two. I'm gonna cut these up, cut that up, cook it and see what happens. The one that was flowering, the middle of it is so much nicer than this one right here. So what I did, a couple different things. This was the top part of the one that was flowering. That's the very tippy top. That's the one that didn't look so good. And this is the one that was flowering and I cut it in half. And then you got the cacti in the back. So I'm just gonna play around with these. Okay, you can see back there, I sliced up some of the yucca. Got it in some butter. So this stuff's cooking here, not so sure about it, I don't really know. I am going to take these out. I'm gonna cut these up and I'm gonna see what these taste like. You know, I'm also going to pull this cacti off. Set that there. These cut up nice and soft, so I cut, you know, something from the thinner end and the thicker end. This was the flower, and there's the cacti cut in half. This is my first time trying this. Here's a smaller piece. A little bit bitter, but not bad. This is a piece that had the flowers on it. This one's still really hard, and it's a smaller piece. I'm kind of surprised. All right, let me try some of the bigger pieces. And hey, I don't know if I'm supposed to be eating the exterior of the skins, so I'm gonna get rid of that part. What does this taste like? Kind of like a firm squash. You know, cantaloupe might be the answer. Here's the thing about this. It's not great, but it's definitely not bad. I mean, if we had to eat this to survive, it'd be a no-brainer. I'm gonna try some of this cacti. I tried some of the cacti, and this is it, you know, cooking it whole. This is it, you know, cut out, filleted, eating the middle of it. Really hard to hold this stuff and hold the camera at the same time, so I wasn't able to do that. The one thing about this stuff, there's a bunch of fine little cacti prickers that you cannot see. They're super small, like smaller than an eyelash. As you're handling this stuff, you're getting poked. Then you set it down, then you find out later, just a few minutes later, that you touch something. And you're like, oh, what the hell happened? It's because you've been poked. The consistency of that stuff didn't feel right to me. Biting into it, it made me feel as if I would have a sour stomach. So I didn't eat a lot of it. I generally trust my gut and how I feel about things. So I'm gonna do a little more research on it, read about it, see what other people are saying about them, and I might give that another try. But definitely not my first choice. The yucca plant is good. I'm still grilling some stuff, so I'm gonna come back to that. So here's the yucca. Put a little bit of this Trader Blows glaze on it. I'm gonna give this a whirl. Sauteed it with butter, and I gotta tell you, it's pretty good. It kind of tastes like a squash is what I would probably compare it to. There's another piece. So I basically just did it in butter over the coals in an iron skillet. The yucca plant, in my opinion, is a success. Next thing I'm gonna look at is how to make cordage out of it. And I'm gonna get more details, more information on the cacti, and I'll let you know. You know, if there's something out there you want me to try or do or jump into or take on, you know, let me know. I'm game. I'm up for trying all kinds of different things. Appreciate your support and keep spreading goodness. GP's out.